welcomed on this lovely Sunday evening to a very special racing event. We not just have just one leagues, we've got four today. We're having an interleague battle featuring TTL versus SFR versus TTFL and versus TUF. I am joined in the box here today with Mr. Kieran McGinley. Kieran, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad, Steph. I'm looking forward to this one.
This is going to be an absolute cracker. And what way...
You said it.
Indeed. What way to do it is to do it when it's coming home on your home turf.
I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, Steph.
Oh, I know. We're here at Silverstone for this amazing event. And
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to run through the teams very quickly. Four different leagues, all have different classes. And, well, Steph, we're going to start with the ones we know. TTL, they're lining up with Blizzard, Darren Sinclair, Lambo, Traw, and Spike as their five drivers. To us, that's a strong lineup. But, Steph, if you're new to this and you've never heard TTL, how would you describe their lineup?
their lineup is consistent pace with these guys. They work so hard getting their setups and getting the pace and deliver the performance on the track. And they always show it by their words and they say it and prove it on the track.
Absolutely. I noticed, yeah, you're a reserve for TTL, Steph, but there you go.
Wow. I'm a last resort reserve, but I thought I might as well come join you in the box to keep you company.
Oh, you star. So TTFL, the sister league, we have Siege leading the line, followed by Crazy Legs, Alan Kay, Maze, and a fifth driver we're not sure of yet. That's the last I heard. So it will either be in the reserves, it'll either be Plaster or Shea. So whoever joins in this lobby, that's who it's going to be.
But that's not a bad lineup in them. Obviously, they have literally got good confidence in the cars. If Crazy joins, he's like the main man of pace. Maze is pretty strong around here. And in case, as I know, because he used to be a teammate in TTL, me and him battle around here, and he's got showing a good promising pace.
Absolutely. You took a sneaking look at the practice session open to TTO and TTFL.
No, I have not, and my eyes were not even looking.
Oh, Steph. So the two teams we don't really know about. Let's have a look at Speed Force Racing. A couple of drivers here I recognise. We have Marquise, Chopper, Fletcher Boy, Techno Thriller, and Honey Badger. Now, Steph, I know a couple of these names, and I've actually had the honour of racing against one or two of them. How do you think of SFR's lineup?
Be very, very interesting. They've got some fast drivers on there, as I know from last interleague race battle against SFR, and some of them are very, very quick, and you know they do go for the overtakes when they see it and have an opportunity. But yeah, they want to put up a challenge and want to reinstate the fight against TTL, which is like their rival really. So it'll be interesting between SFR and TTL and their rivalry. See what the sparks fly.
Absolutely. And one league we have never raced against, Steph, is TUF. And they are lining up with Raidfo, Luca, Dobby, Ferrarista, and Leadert. Now, none of those names I've ever heard of, but I've definitely heard of the league, Steph.
I have also, heard of the league as well. And what I've seen on their streams is they are very quick, so they're hoping to stay and put a good challenge to the rest of the leagues.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously we have alternative points for tonight. If you finish, you score points, and that is crucial for teams today, and especially these leagues, Steph.
It is going to be interesting.
I'm going to ask you now, Steph. Which league is going to win?
That is going to be a tough one. all four leagues are very good and have very good drivers. It's all down to their setups, their cars, and how they push on the track. Obviously, I know one league I want to root for, but unfortunately, I've got to keep neutral. But yeah, it would be very interesting. It's really hard to pick with four leagues. I'd rather just sit and watch and see what happens.
Absolutely, and we'll be bringing you all the action, all the drama in this short qualifying, followed by a 50% race. Steph, much like the real-life race just hours ago, it's absolutely bone dry for the circuit today.
Pretty much like today's race, if nobody hasn't seen it. Be absolute bone dry. Again, crucial on tyres, and tyre choices is very important around here. So we might see you take case of alternate strategies.
Yeah, absolutely. We did get a couple of... I've got a few of these driver stats, so let's have a look. Fletcher Boy, this is not going to be good, is it? Already, it's gone. Marquet says Fletcher Boy are both second and third. You have Humbug up there, who I believe is racing for SFR today. You also have Honey Badger in sixth. So, well, top drivers from SFR. Unfortunately, I don't have any tables for TUF, but what I do have is their nationalities. So there we go. Dan Morris hails from Ireland. You've got Luca from the Netherlands. Raid Foe is all the way from Argentina. Miracles is British, and Leendert is Dutch. So we also have TUF Shea. Don't be put off by the first three letters. He is racing for TTFL tonight.
Obviously, it would be nice to see the stats in the TUF League, see where they are in their positions of their driver standards respectfully, but unfortunately we don't have the information. So,
as Honey Badger joins the session, he's going to be racing for SFR tonight, and it wouldn't be a stream if Crazy Lace didn't forgot to turn up. So he'll be here any second now.
That's alright. I think he's still got time. He's still got time. So plenty of time then. But now for the TTL, just had finished season 9. We got Blizzard. Just recently been made world champion for season 9, which makes him now a double world champion for the league. So
absolutely.
So he's going to be doing his almighty bit for the league and see if he can get another win around this amazing circuit. His rival for the whole season, Darren Sinclair. Again, he'll literally do his best to try and get in front, keep an eye on him because he's quick as well. Lambo, he's had a good solid season this season, finishing P3 in overall standings. Another mighty driver and knows how to get the absolute best out of his tyres.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have some fans tonight here, Steph, from all four leagues. We've got TUF TV actually commenting. What else would they comment other than "Let's go TUF"? A lot of TUF fans turning up here tonight. We also have Blood and Sand. Let's go SFR. We've got Lambo picking up TTL, and Dem Dems saying Humbug isn't racing for SFR. We thought that as well, but there have been some slight changes. We'll have to get into it as soon as we get into the lobby, because the practice session, qualifying, whatever it's called.
The quali, man, the quali.
The quali. You see, this is why I took a break, because my brain is fried. Poe has joined the session, so that leaves us with one more driver, and that is Crazy Legs. Once he has joined, we're going to be underway.
I think we just lost a driver.
No. If you have any questions, guys, or any comments, feel free to leave them in the comments. Poe is racing for TTL tonight as a reserve, I believe.
Yeah, Poe is in as a reserve. I believe he's filled in for Spike tonight. I think Spike cannot not make the race tonight, which is unfortunate. So Poe is stepping up to take Spike's seat.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so we're going to figure out who Humbug's racing for. Once we do that, we'll let you know where he's racing. Yeah, because let me have a look at it.
I think I remember. I heard like Humbug was like in a race for SFR, but I could be wrong.
Well, let me get a message out there. Get confirmation, because there might have been a slight team change about 2 hours ago. So we'll have to wait and see.
Leave it to the last minute, guys. Leave it to the last minute.
Absolutely, this is the way we do things around here, you know.
Watch it up at the last minute, get it all going. It's like we like doing like schoolwork.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, remember guys, it is alternative points, so it works, I believe. First place gets 20 points, second gets 19, third gets 18, etc, etc. But you have to finish the race to score points.
I believe we got full confirmation that Humbug is racing for TTFL.
Yes, so you were right there, Odem Dems. We should have trusted you.
But yeah, obviously to finish, to get your points, you must finish. Even if it means you crashed out and done 75% race distance, your points will still not be counted. So
absolutely.
Oh.
So I was going to ask you, Steph, could you keep an eye on the comment section, because my bandwidth is going to be all over the place if I have to keep up with it.
I will do my absolute best for you. Give you 2 seconds. I just link it up on the thing.
See, I would have tried to stream the race, but my internet is shockingly bad when it comes to streaming.
I'll do my best to keep it on, chat.
all to do with NAT type, I guess. But there we go. Oh, we have a really good audience for tonight. Hello, every single one of you watching. We should be in for a good race. I think we're just waiting on 2 drivers. That's all we're waiting for.
Oh dear, we make a time in and they still haven't turned up.
Ah well, I'm pretty sure Crazy Legs will be with us shortly. And then, in terms of the other driver, I'm not sure who it is. Obviously, we're all here.
Yeah, we're all right. We're all right. We're in the box, so we know exactly where we are.
19th driver has joined, and
Popstar Andy.
Popstar Andy. Now let me check the old driver lists, because that sounds like it's
a reserve.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This is when it's thrown at you. You gotta learn to adapt. So we'll have to wait and see.
It's like everyone's just chucking their scripts out the window. We've got to create new ones on the fly.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not seeing Popstar Andy on any of these reserve lists.
It must be hidden.
It must be. So what we can assume is either SFR or TUF. I'm going to side with TUF because we've got Raidfo. Have we got Luca? I wonder. We have Raidfo, Luca, Dobby. We know what we're doing, guys, don't worry. Yeah, we've got Miracles, we've got Dan Morris, who are both reserves, then Raidfo, Lee Dirt, that's 4. So I'm going to guess then that Hubstar Andy is racing for TUF. There you go.
Yeah, full
Shane
confirmation.
Marufsky. Yeah, Shane Marufsky. Thank you, Shane. It makes our job a little bit easier when people know more than we do.
Crazy Legs is in.
Then. So then, 30 seconds till the session starts. Here we go.
Wow, this is going to be interesting. Who is going to get pole position?
I think this sort of lobby thing has sort of summed up how much we know. I'm kidding. We know a bit more, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Let's have your comments then. Who's going to take it home? Who's going to take home the crown today? Will it be TUF, TTL, TTFL, or will it be SFR? We're going to find out.
Now, obviously, with Silverstone is an old disused airfield. First race back in 1950s, and it had amazing drivers over the years winning it. Even some old famous names like Jim Clark, John Surtees, Sterling Moss, Jackie Stewart, Nigel Mansell, Lewis Hamilton, Jenson Button.
Absolutely, and it means a whole new definition when we are actually coming home to Formula One. It's coming home, ladies and gentlemen. I had to get it in. I had to get it into the stream. Fast forward to when we lose to Croatia. Lads, not coming home anymore.
It's home for us today. It's home for us today, so we're going to enjoy it.
Absolutely. And I hope everybody watching, you all have a great time as well. Yeah, absolutely. Redesigned in 2010, but they used the old start line in 2010. From 2011, they used the new start-finish line that we're so familiar with today. And Steph, it's going to be dry for the entire qualifying and race, so we should be in for some great strategies.
Indeed. It'll be very, very interesting to see what they'll go out on tyre-wise. At the moment, as it stands, they all look like they're all going out on the fastest tyre going, which is the Super Softs.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have some quick drivers in this session, that's for sure. Fletcher Boy loves this circuit. He absolutely adores it, so watch out for him at the beginning of the race. Blizzard as well has shown some true talent over the years, well, over the seasons I should say, in TTL. Noek as well in SFR, completely dominating some seasons in SFR. He is one to watch as well today. Racing for TTL.
The first guy out on the track is Fletcher Boy.
It seems to track. Fletcher Boy proving how is driving for a Sauber today, but more importantly, he is driving for SFR. So, I wonder then, Steph, tell me, who is going to grab pole position?
Wow. Looking at his lineup here, Kieran, with 20 of the best drivers, 20 of the best fastest drivers going from each league respectfully. It is going to be very tough, but I'm going to probably go put my money on, well, I won't say put my money on, but going for Blizzard.
You're going for Blizzard?
I'm going for Blizzard.
I'm thinking Noek.
You're thinking
Noek holds some pretty high standings in some time trials. Now that does mean time trials, so it doesn't necessarily mean race fuel, race tyres or anything, but Noek is one of the quickest guys around. I'm backing him to get pole.
Well, if anyone else watching, put it down in the comments who you go for pole, and we'll see what happens in the next 10 minutes.
TUF's asking, what's that sound? Steph, what is in your background?
My background, I have got a fan and also my little brother who's on their PC, so that's what you can hear in the background, so don't worry. All is good.
Steph will do anything to get in this comment box.
Yes. Well, we're now starting a lap with Fletcher Boy. We'll literally go on board with him, going into turn 1 into Abbey. Hits the apex nicely, going into turn 2 into Church. Heading down into turn 3 into Farm, nicely hit the apex there into turn 4, which is Aintree. Perfect line so far there for Fletcher Boy. You're now coming on to the Wellington Straight and the first DRS Straight. Going literally
absolutely sporting a lovely pink lid for Fletcher Boy, and it's Alan Kay's been disqualified for going the wrong way.
Oh, that will do his hopes no good.
And currently his AI is freaking out. It doesn't know what to do. It's found the circuit, so there we go. So that's Alan Kay then. We'll be starting from the back of the grid.
He must have made a mistake somewhere out on track, going into turn 3.
We're riding aboard now with Fletcher as he rides through
Maggots and Beckett's into Chapel.
Now onto the hanger straight.
Going completely flat out, 200 miles an hour, DRS fully open. Heading now into Stowe. and holds it there nicely on the exit. Nicely done. Now going into club, into third gear. Touch one, then going into fail. Again, lovely little section. Now coming over the line, and Fletcher Boyd does a 1:27.5. That is the time to beat. And I have lost my partner in crime. Not a good start. Alright, I'll try my best, everybody, to keep up. See what's going on. And we've got Blizzard doing a 1:27.7 in P2. Lambo, which just got down to P4. He was P3 with 1:27.8. Novak goes down to 1:27.5. Lee's done 1:28.0. T-War's done to 1:28.3. Miracles has done 1:27.8. All the lap times are coming in as we speak. Try and keep on everybody. Crazy's now going down into hang straight. And now Marquez has got P1 provisional with 1:27.1.
You know what, Steph? My internet is amazing. It is amazing.
Like I said before, your internet's amazing. You're using next door's connection.
What other should I use?
Oh, I know. Popstar Andy goes into P8 with 1:27.9.
Obviously, I will try and join back as soon as I can.
I know. Ray Fayo's done into P2 with a 1:27.2. A very good lap time there. Now Dan Morris is just coming out with Stowe. Now heading down to the last couple of sections, so he decides to go into the pits. Let's do that. We'll just keep an eye on Honey Badger. He's yet to set a lap time. Going through Maggot to Beckett. Looks like he went a little bit wide, but that could be just a camera angle. Yes, he has. He's gone wide. That will compromise his line, his lap completely. Now trying to get literally grass and gravel and dirt. Head down into Stowe. I believe he's going to back off, or is he going for another run? Nope, he decides to venture into the pits. So as it stands at the moment, we got Marquez in P1 with a 1:27.1, followed by Raid in P2, along with T-Raw in third in 1:27.4, Fletcher Boy fourth with 1:27.5. Make that Fletcher Boy fifth as Popstar Andy goes P4 with a 1:27.5. Novak in P6 with 1:27.5. Darrington Clay 7th with a 1:27.7. Blizzard in 8th with a 1:27.7. Miracles in 9th with 1:27.8. Lambo in 10th with 1:27.8. Lee in 11th with 1:28.0. Power in 12th with 1:28.7. Humbug is in 13th with 1:29.4. Dan Morris, Honey Badger, Seized, Maze and SFR Chopper are yet to set that time, with Adam K being disqualified for driving the wrong way up the track.
Well, it's safe to say, I don't know how much longer, but you know, I'm back.
Fingers
I'm back
crossed.
in the lobby. Nothing happened. We're okay. We're all good. So we're seeing here Popstar Andy, as you say, P4 in that second lap, but he has had to take some life out of those tyres.
Now, that's going to compromise his pit strategy by a lap or two. Unless he's going to go into pits and go for another lap and do one lap run on his other set.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here's where the interesting thing comes in. All the cars were assigned first come, first served, which means you'll have teammates from completely different leagues. You would hope they all play fair.
Or do like teammates at war. And obviously everyone has seen like teammates going at each other. No quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping we don't see any scenes like, well, I'm thinking Fernando Alonso in Hungary with Lewis Hamilton. I'm hoping we don't see anything like that. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because you've got the strategy there, but obviously you have to pretty much adapt your strategy, especially if your teammate comes into the pits and they're from a different league.
Well, we'll see what happens. See if they'll play fair, or I've got a feeling that everyone out there is going to go hell for leather. No quarter given. All for pride for the league.
Absolutely. Darren Sinclair is out there for what it looks like is going to be his second run. Mays is currently out there trying to set a lap time as we head towards the old turn 1.
Currently on board with him now. CG's decided to go set for a softs. Going to do the alternate strategy, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. It might be worth giving it a go. But I'm thinking one-stop strategy, especially with the super soft tyres. You could try and put on a set of mediums. If you can make these tyres last, you could try a one-stop by going onto a set of mediums.
It could be very interesting. We'll keep an eye on him. I know CG likes to do the alternate strategy, and it generally pays off for him. Known as Mr. Consistent.
Amazing coming through the last few corners. We'll have to wait and see what sort of lap time he's going to set. Here he comes across the line. It's a 1:28.8. Puts him into P13.
That's not too bad of a lap time there for Mays.
Yeah, but you get the feeling there is definitely more time to be found.
Yes. Just coming on board with Darren Sinclair at the moment. Setting up his second run. Coming into Brooklands. Now into Luffield.
As he accelerates away, it's always tricky to get the traction right on the exit of Luffield, but now we're going to accelerate all the way to Copse. And will he be flat through Copse, I wonder? Or will he lift?
Flat.
Nope, he is absolutely flat out through Copse.
He's on the charge.
Amazing.
He is on a charge, Mr. Darren Sinclair.
Here he comes then through this fantastic high-speed section. Amazing to drive through if you're on a wheel.
It is very amazing.
I don't have that luxury yet.
No, do I.
Here we come there, Darren Sinclair.
Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide.
But that lap has to be abandoned then, surely.
He's going to probably go for one more. He's going to go all out on this next one.
But again, that's precious life taken out of these tyres that maybe he didn't want to spend.
He's lost half a second of that mistake.
Well, let's see about Marqueses. He is putting out, well, he's trying to make as much gap as possible. 1:27.1, definite 1:26 on the cards here.
He's going to go for it. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in sector 3, which now just completely disappeared. So everything's all good. No, it's come back again. Now we've got to try.
I think it's just drivers. Yeah, this is Fletcher. It's Popstar Andy, my apologies. Trying to create a gap. That's what's causing the sector 3 yellow flag. Meanwhile, Linda has gone P2, 1:27.2, and he will retire. That's the best he thinks he can do.
It's not a bad lap time, no. Let's hope he
who's closest to the finish line, I wonder.
Well, Mays is going to
Mays comes across the line. Yep, he's P13. Chopper comes across the line, P12.
Fletcher Boy third.
Yeah, Fletcher Boy up to P3, 1:27.2. We'll have to see about Marqueses and where he can qualify, whether he'll be able to keep his provisional pole position. We've got Radfo, who is currently in the pause menu. Miracles heading towards the flying section there. We've got Troy and the Williams. That's such an odd sight to see as we see Darren Sinclair go up to P2 with that lap time, but with one more lap on those tyres than maybe he wanted. Here comes Troy around the final corner then as he crosses the line, and he goes P8. As Noah there grabs that 1/10 of a second, and it's 1:27.0 right now.
Oh,
Marqueses. There he goes, 1:26.9. Great lap from him.
Brilliant lap.
And it puts him on provisional pole. So there's only a couple of drivers left who could try and steal it away. Miracles is one of them. Could he try and put his car on provisional pole? Well, it looks like from the top right-hand corner that he's into the 140, so that looks like a no. So he will stay in P9. And then that is your that's your qualifying then. Marqueses takes pole position.
Indeed. Very good luck time there for Marquez's. So we've got Marquez's in P1, Noack in P2, Darren Sinclair in 3rd, Lee in 4th, Fletcher Boy 5th, Raid 6th, Lambo 7th, Blizzard 8th, Miracles 9th, T-Roy 10th, Popstar Andy 11th, Poe in 12th, Dan Morris 13th, Crazy 14th, Chopper in 15th, CG in 16th, Maze in 17th, Humbug 18th, Honey Badger 19th, and Alan K starting at the back in 20th.
And in terms of leagues, well, that is, I believe that is TUF on top right now. No, sorry, it was SFR who grabbed pole position.
SFR.
There you go. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here, but a load of cars were flying about in the air. Yeah, so SFR grabbed 1 and 2. Darren Sinclair for TTL grabbed P3. Leendart for TUF grabbed P4. Fletcher Boy for SFR and P5. So SFR have put them in a fantastic position with 4 of their drivers in sort of the top 10, if you like. That's a really good start for them.
It is. That is a very good start. And by looking at it, it's just reunite the duel between SFR and TTL.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's all about alternate points. So anything could happen in this race. All the leagues want their drivers to do is finish, because that way they'll get points. But I don't know about you, Steph. Oh, there we go. Here we are to the start of the formation lap then. And we can have a little bit more time. I thought I was frozen on that screen just for a second there, but there we go.
All is good, all is good. So the top 10 we got there all in super softs. They're disqualified, the tyres are qualified on. Now looking down from the bottom half of the table of the grid, we've got Popstar Andy and Poe on super softs, along with Chopper, Humbug and Honey Badger. Whilst everyone else of Dan Morris, Crazy, CG, Maze and Alan K all opt in for softs.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it is a worrying time for Blizzard then. Last time he came to an interleague race, he retired. This time he'll be hoping for better luck, but starting from P8, it's going to be tough for him.
It's going to be very tough. But you just got to remember, last time out, don't let it sink in your mind. Just do your race. You're a double world champion. Just keep your head down, keep yourself focused, and you'll be fine.
Absolutely. And Alan Kay, I know he'll be furious with being disqualified from qualifying. He has to start from the back of the grid. He's gone for a set of soft tyres, and well, Steph, you were talking about, as he slightly visits the grass there, you were talking about how he's improved on the wheel.
Yeah, he is literally becoming more quicker. He feels more confident in his setup on his wheel, along with his car. So he is literally been completely most improved of the seasons. So he'll be a good one. He was hopefully praying for to get some good decent points. Absolutely.
Well, let's hope they keep it clean through turn 1, and Marquez's will lead them through into the new turn 1. Noack will closely follow him with Darren Sinclair in P3, but like I said, it's an SFR 1-2.
SFR 1-2 along with TTL right behind him. Darren gets a good start. He'll be in P1.
He could be, as we head towards the line then. Nerves must be settling in.
Nerves are settling in. Everyone's already geared up, waiting for this amazing race to go. And hopefully do well for the league.
We're just waiting for Alan Kay to get to the back of the grid, and once we've done that...
Nicely awkward parking
there
for
Alan.
Go
to the lights.
G'day, Code Masters.
Well, here we are then, for this interleague race. Here we are with 4 red lights, 5 red lights. The interleague race is underway, and what are the start sight? Looks like SFR at the front there have a great start. Look at this. Here comes Noack trying to go down the inside. He backs out of it though, and now they're all flying through turn 1.
Side by side, Lena and Darren going around turn 3. There's been lots of position changes, trying to keep up, but there's a little bit of contact there with Darren. Oh, they're all starting to bunch up now around Aintree. Hopefully no wing damages there. We come from Mize. Lena's going round the inside there down Renton Straight. And we've got Williams off in the background.
Yeah, so far so good from the drivers. Maybe a couple of visits to the grass, but nothing major so far. Oh, that's Lambo who's made contact with Dan Morris.
Oh no.
Very lucky escape there from Lambo. He hasn't got any front wing damage, but he'll have to be more careful in the race here. But here comes Crazy Legs and Poe trying to go side by side.
Go down to Cops, this is not looking good.
And the two McLarens need to keep out of each other's way. They're racing for the same lead. Taking control of themselves. Here comes Siege, who's trying to make a move on Popstar Randy, but
they're going round Maggotts and Beckett's, now into Chapel.
Oh, Miracles is off! Miracles is off into the wall.
Ooh.
And he was right behind, I believe that was Traw there, and he's got a bit of front wing damage as well. Now, sometimes some drivers would retire from this race, but 20th is 1 point. It could be the difference between your league winning and your league getting second.
Although you will be liking that front wing on the front left. That has got to be like quite heavy damage.
So we've also got Honey Badger and Alan Kay into the pits. Honey Badger has got a bit of front wing damage. Alan Kay on the right hand side of his front wing looks like, so maybe not as clean as we thought.
Fletcher Boy Blizzard. Blizzard now up to P5. Though Fletcher's not giving up.
Blizzard trying to work. Oh, and Blizzard just about gives him enough room. I'm not sure I'd be happy with that, but Fletcher Boy trying to make it down the inside. No, Blizzard has the position for now. But can he get Luffield right, or will Fletcher Boy try to sneak it up the inside? No, he doesn't. Blizzard grabs P5.
Yeah, good driving there from them two guys. Both very quick. Both for respect and space. Although I do remember Blizzard saying Fletcher is like his rival, so he wasn't going to make it easy for him.
Absolutely not. Here comes Poe on Siege here. This is an inter-league battle, as we're seeing Siege and Poe fight it out here for 10th place.
Looks like Poe wants to get on the charge. Oh, hang on. We've got position changes going on.
That's Pubstar Andy. Looks like Traw made a mistake there, and Pubstar Andy is up into 8th place. Meanwhile, further back,
T-Ross got damage.
Between...
T-Ross got damage on the front wing.
Well, Poe has managed to get past Siege, and you see Traw running wide there. As Lambo tries to take advantage, makes contact there. Traw is retired from the session. And that, I believe, yeah, that is TTL losing a point scoring position.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Very unfortunate for T-Raw. But it did look close when he was coming back on track. I thought, oh no, we're going to have a multi-car pile up here.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too aggressive in rejoining the track, and it's cost him dearly there, as we're looking now at Lambo. Now, I don't understand how Lambo hasn't got any front wing damage. I'm thinking the Force India has got some indestructible wing there, because he's made contact twice now and has got away scot-free.
Very lucky man, very lucky man. Must be doing that as impact safety rating.
Absolutely. We're on to lap 3 then. Marquez still leads the race. Nowak is in 2nd. Darren Sinclair in 3rd. Linda is in 4th. Blizzard 5th. Fletcher Boy 6th. Rainbow 7th. 8th. Siege 9th. Lambo 10th. Poe in 11th. Crazy Legs in 12th. Dan Morris 13th. Chopper 14th. Maze 15th. Humbug 16th. Honey Badger 17th. Alan K 18th. And Miracles is in 19th place. Meanwhile, I just want to jump on board with Lindar. Yeah. Here comes Lindar, driving down the inside of Darren Sinclair. He's got the position. What a move from Lindar.
Yeah, nice, good move there. That was a good move in to stay.
I think you'd call that a Nigel Mansell, would you, Steph?
I will call that indeed a Nigel Mansell.
Well, let's have a look further down the field. Here comes Poe, Lambo and Siege, all battling each other. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a TTFL battle right here.
Yes. But the Lambo is driving for TTL.
Yeah, so it shows how much I know, eh? I am losing the plot, Steph.
It's a good thing I'm here for you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone's got to be right in the head. Anyway, we're looking at Raidfo trying to close down on Fletcher Boy. Raidfo driving here for TUF. Currently 2nd in his league right now. Linda currently leading his league right now, and Rainbow wants to climb this position. First he's got to get past Fletcher Boy though.
Easy said and done. Fletcher is a
Absolutely,
good
a track
driver.
like this as well.
Yes. Not very much overtaking places, but you can make it work in unusual places.
Absolutely. Just looking at all the battles here, we have got quite a close field, and this is exactly what we want to see in an interleague battle. Some of the best drivers from these leagues going toe-to-toe, and look at that. The gaps between them from the top 8 there, I believe, are all separated by 10 seconds. That is amazing to see.
That is amazing. Quality racing. Everyone is going absolutely full-out attack. We've just got Miracles having a good overtake.
Further down the field, we have Chopper. As yes, like you said, Miracles does make the move on Alan Kay, and Alan Kay running those medium tyres. He won't get them to the end of the race, surely.
No, he won't get into the end of the race. He'll get him to like, say about lap 21, the max, and then go back on Civ stuffs.
Now Lambo here trying to find a way past Siege. This is TTFL versus TTL here, and Lambo is desperate to try and make a move on Siege here. Can he get the exit right? Coming through this left-hander here. Now coming down the Wellington straight. Got the DRS wide open. Lambo moves to the left-hand side. Can he make this move stick? Siege, remember, on those soft tyres. And Lambo there makes the move stick for now, coming into Luffield. And there's Poe trying to have a new look up the inside of Siege, but not quite making it work. Meanwhile, further up the field, Radefo is still trying to close in on Fletcher Boy, and he's only 4/10 behind.
Yeah, he's coming through the quick, fast-flowing sections of Macca to Beckett's and into Chapel. Now, it'd be interesting to see if he's close enough. Going down the hang straight. Looks a little bit far back.
DRS, that's for sure. But,
keep an eye on
yeah,
Popstar
right.
Andy. He's right behind these two, and he's watching this very carefully.
Absolutely, running with the TUF boys as he runs sort of slightly wide there. But yeah, Radefo right on the back of Fletcher Boy, putting him under as much pressure as possible here. As Crazy Legs and Poe are battling it out here. Crazy Legs looks like he's lost out there big time.
Wonder what happened there. Crazy must have made a mistake somewhere.
I think Crazy tried to go up the inside of Poe there, and the door just shut.
Oh, don't want to be tripping over each other.
Absolutely, you're racing for your lead, guys. Keep it clean at least. Radefo then still putting pressure on Fletcher Boy here. Fletcher starting to fall away from Blizzard, but that's understandable when you're trying to battle 2 cars behind you.
Exactly. Obviously, Radefo is literally now on the rear ring of Fletcher Boy's diffuser.
Absolutely, just a reminder that SFR 1-2 right now, followed by TUF, and then it's TTL.
Oh, Popstar Andy has gone wide at Cobbs.
Well, meanwhile, Radefo is right on the tail of Fletcher Boy as we head through Maggots and Beckett's, now coming through Chapel.
Get exit.
And he will have DRS. Yeah, absolutely, down the hanger straight now.
Where's he going to go? Going down the left? Is he going down the left? Fletcher Boy's holding his ground. He's going to go around the outside. Oh, lovely.
Can he make that move stick?
Lovely.
Yes, he can.
Lovely
just
move.
About. He has to run a little bit wide, but there you go, Radefo up into P6 now. And
Fletcher going down the inside.
Now try.
Very
close, but no cigar. But Radefo up into P6 now. He can try and have a go at Blizzard up ahead, but Fletcher Boy won't give up that easily. And like you said, Pudstar Andy, this is drawing him right into the battle.
Indeed. Oh, Fletcher Boy's gone. Oh no, Fletcher Boy's out.
That's a huge off.
Oh, he dropped it out of
Huge off, Fletcher Boy. Fletcher Boy is out. Meanwhile, whilst that was going on, we had Nowick and Linda battling away, and this has drawn Darren Sinclair into the battle, drawing Blizzard in as well. Linda tried to have a look up the inside of Nowick. Nowick running wide as we head through Lutfield now. Who's going to get the better exit? Darren Sinclair is right behind the two of them as well, with Blizzard lurking in the distance. This is going to be... if Nowick and Linda aren't careful, this is going to be a 4-way battle for second place.
Oh, this is... yeah. Looking at it now, it's not that far away from the pit stop windows. Lap 9 to 12 for the front runners. And
absolutely, it's a case of who will blink first. I wonder, as Nowick here running slightly wide. Is that? Yes, it is. Oh, Nowick's off. He's taken down with him. Nowick is out. He made a huge mistake there on the exit. just before the hangar straight, got onto the grass and back end, meanwhile, took a load of front wing damage. In fact, so much he's got no front wing at all. And Blizzard somehow avoided all of that. He's up into P3.
Oh, that was very unfortunate to just lose it coming out onto the hangar straight. And Darren was doing so well. Now he's got to literally just recompose and do everything to get his race back on track.
Meanwhile, Popstar Andy has made a move on Rafo. He is up to P4.
We've got a couple of cars in the pits. We've got Humbug and Poe.
Absolutely. And Miracles is retired from the session. Miracles is out, and so that's another non-point scorer.
Oh, there's about 4 retirements so far.
Yeah, absolutely. That's, I believe, that is 1 from TTL. We've got 2 from SFR, 2 retirements from SFR, and that makes 1 retirement from TUF, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what it stands like so far. Obviously, I would try and keep a live score tally, but with 4 different leagues, 2 of which I don't really commentate for, it's always going to be tricky.
Indeed. SFR.
But you're more than welcome to try in the comments.
Oh, wow, looks like we've got a complete race on our hands here, Kieran.
Absolutely. Well, we've got, as we say, Marquez has kept his nose clean so far. Currently leads the way. Lean Dirt is in 2nd place. Blizzard in 3rd. Popstar Andy 4th. Rafo in 5th. Lambo 6th. Siege in 7th. Crazy Legs 8th. Dan Morris 9th. Mason 10th. Honey Badger 11th. Poe in 12th. Chopper 13th. Humbug 14th. Alan K 15th. And Darren Sinclair put on a new front wing. Medium tyres. Is currently running last of the runners.
Well, the people on the mediums, we've got quite a bit of a long way from this part of the race. But like,
absolutely, but I reckon they could do it though. I reckon they could make it to the end on those tyres.
Honey Badger and Alan K have surely got a pit again, unfortunately. But with
I think you're right.
Everyone else, they can just probably get away with it. It's about just being mindful with your tyres, knowing you've got the longer distance to do, and just use it wisely.
Absolutely. Well, Marquez still leads the way, and of course the top 6 here, you've got to start thinking, when do you blink? When do you come in for your stop?
Indeed. Obviously, Rafo, he's not far away from Popstar Andy. The undercut here is quite powerful.
Yes, it is because of the pit lane. It's how slow it is, meaning how short it is. Yeah, you're right. The undercut is very powerful here.
Obviously, if Rafo now, I'll probably say start considering pitting, jump Popstar Andy.
I'll tell you what, I thought Noack there, just talk about what happened a couple of laps ago, I thought because he had the low latency as the 2 leaders come into pit, and Blizzard stays out, so that's a huge move then. Obviously Blizzard thinking he can get those tyres up, but look at that front left tyre, it's already starting to blister.
Yes.
I'm not sure he can run too much on that tyre, too many miles on that tyre, it might go. You look at Popstar Andy's front left, again that looks, this looks worse I think.
Yeah, the front left takes a lot of punishment around here.
Absolutely. Let's see where Marquez and Lean Dirt rejoin. Will they rejoin in traffic? It doesn't look like it. Marquez and Lean Dirt looks like they've timed that perfectly, and they've rejoined with no traffic at all.
And they're on the softs as well, so keep an eye on them.
Absolutely.
Dan Morris is in the pits, going for a set of mediums.
Yes, we've got Siege here on the back of Lambo, TTL versus TTFL. And Siege here on those soft tyres. Remember, he started on those tyres outside of the top 10, currently running in 5th place. But where does he go after the soft tyre stint? Does he go onto a set of super softs, or does he go onto mediums?
Well, you can go 2 ways. It depends on how long he can stretch those softs out. If he stretches out long enough, he can go for a set of supers. Though I've got a feeling he'll probably go for mediums, just to be on the safe side.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. He probably will do that. Rafo here, still trying to close in on Popstar Andy. He's not let him get away, but Rafo comes into the pits, and as does Blizzard, but Blizzard picks himself up. A 5-second stop go.
No.
Speeding in the pit lane.
That is going to hamper him.
You're absolutely right. So Pubstar Andy then takes the lead of this interleague race, but that front left is looking a lot less healthier than it did at the start of the race. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah, he'll probably have to start to think about pitting the next lap. That's for sure.
So Radefo and Blizzard put on a set of soft tyres then.
Yeah, they're going to try to go for the end on those.
Yeah, I seem to remember Blizzard commentating over me when I tried that strategy. He said it wasn't going to work.
Oh, I know.
Although I did pit many laps earlier. Here comes Marquezes on the inside of Mays here. And Marquezes has got the move done. He's up into P5. And Mays here, will he have DRS? No, he won't. So Marquezes can just about draw away. And he's up into P5 with, well, he's put a car between himself and Linda. As Mays loosed the back end there very slightly. And Linda here will have much better traction. You see how much more traction he has coming out of left field. And now heading towards...
Both teammates going for it.
Absolutely. I wonder if Mace is going to put up a fight here. No, he doesn't.
Let's go.
No, he hasn't. Meanwhile then, Siege looks like he's got a good run on Lambo here. He has DRS heading down the hangar straight. Now, because I left in qualifying, does that mean there's no slipstream? Sorry, guys. I apologise in advance. But we're heading through the right-hander here, now coming down towards Club Corner, as Lambo dives into the pits. And I was thinking, when was that going to happen? Has he got the braking zone right? Yes, he has, just about. Locking up all the way in. Pubstar Andy is in as well.
CG takes the lead of the race.
But yeah, Siege does take the lead of the race. And I wonder, Pubstar Andy here, this looks like medium tyres going on for Pubstar Andy. And he emerges from the garage, apparently, as Marquezes sets a new fast lap of the race, 1:30.5. Meanwhile, Lambo, who came in, was put on a set of soft tyres. Interesting strategies going around then.
It is. Everyone...
sorry to interrupt you, Steph. Here comes Dan Morris down the inside of SFR Chopper. He's got the move done. Great move from Dan Morris. Just took advantage of the gap. Will Chopper try and have a move back? Yes, he will.
Going. Ooh.
Thought about that move. Tried to make it happen.
Half-hearted.
Not quite from Chopper. And that means Dan Morris moves up into 12th place.
Hold on, Kieran. Chopper's still going for it, though. Literally on his...
Absolutely, as we head through Church and now towards Farm.
He's going down the inside.
No, he backed out of it again. If you're going to make a move, you've got to make it stick. But Chopper just wasn't confident on either occasion.
The thing is, doing
when you make a move like that, you lose so much time as well. Not only yourself, but the car ahead as well. So you're actually losing vulnerable ground.
Not just that,
as well as being caught by the car behind.
Not just that, Kieran, you also lose a bit of grip as well in the tyres because he's locking up, trying to stop yourself going off the track.
Absolutely. There goes Chopper running slightly wide there onto the gravel. That's not going to do his tyres any good. So Siege still leads the way. Crazy Legs in second. They both still have to pit. And I wonder how long I'm going to take these tyres. In fact, Crazy Legs there just set a lap time that was just under a tenth off of his best lap. So he's being very consistent out there right now. His tyres look in good shape.
Crazy likes to look after his tyres and also push it at the same time.
Absolutely. Sorry, Steph. Here comes Blizzard. Down the inside of Mays. Made that move late. And he's got past Mays into 5th place. Mays, of course, still has to stop. So he's not going to have the traction that Blizzard has out of these corners. But Blizzard there up into P5. He's got a lot of ground to make up on Marquezes and Linda. You can see how much time he lost. He's 6.3 behind Linda. So he's got a lot of ground to make up.
Plus he's got to think of a penalty he's got in his head as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That will be playing on his mind. Pushing like mad now. What was it that Yano truly pushing like a hell?
Yeah, I'm pushing like a hell. good old Giano Drew there with his lovely Italian commentary.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's no sign of a trolley train right now as Siege is still in the lead. We're just coming up to the halfway mark as, well, I can see the pit window for Siege is lap 12 to 16, but drivers love to take the tyres as far as they possibly can.
Marquez is running a little bit right to stay. Obviously, some drivers are going a bit wide around there. Just got to be careful with the track limits.
Yeah, they can come back to bite you as he sets a 1:29.995. First lap time in the 120s in this race. We've got yellow flag sector 2 and 3. And we're
damn
going to
right.
have a look at Radfo right on the back of Maze. We fly through turn 1 and through turn 2.
Post spun off around Chapel onto Hang Straight. That's where the other flags are.
And meanwhile, Radfo has managed to make a move past Maze. He went down the inside into turn 3 there. He's made the move done. He's up into P6. Meanwhile, further up the grid, we've got Marquezes meeting Crazy Legs.
Oh, this will be interesting. See where this one goes.
Yeah, Crazy Legs has been running on these soft tyres since the start of the race. He's not going to have a lot of grip here as we head through this high-speed section. I would not want to be the car following Crazy with worn tyres like that.
No.
But as you can see, Marquez is not trying anything inventive here as Crazy Legs touches the grass. That gets him a little bit more...
He's going down the outside.
Distraction, I should say. Down the outside it goes. Has he got that move done? Yes, he has. Crazy.
New tyres, fresh
Crazy.
grip.
Absolutely, and I don't think Crazy put up too much of a fight there. Marquez gets back up into P2.
Keep it on
and Pubstar Andy, but he's done exactly the same thing as Marquez did, and he's now up into P7 on those medium tyres. Now watch out for Pubstar Andy, because it looks like he's got some good pace on those medium tyres.
Leander, keep an eye on him. He's now on the back of Crazy. Going to turn 3. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Going to turn 4. Down the inside. Enough room there. Leander's up now up to P3.
Yep, he's got that move done. Up on Stone once again. And is that Darren Sinclair? It is. Darren Sinclair has taken a trip across the grass and he's lost another chunk of front wing.
And picks up 3-second penalty for measures as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I said before that Silverstone is a bogey track for Darren Sinclair, and it's come back to bite him once again.
Oh, that's a shame because it did look promising on where he was to start off with.
Absolutely. Alan Kay made a move on Humbug there for P14. Elsewhere, Marquez is now closing on current leader Siege. Marquez already has the lead because Siege still has to pit, and he's taken those soft tyres well past halfway, so how much longer can he go on those tyres?
I think Siege has just gone into the pits actually,
In fact, not much longer because he's dived into the pits. Perfect timing.
I'm guessing for a set of mediums.
Well,
so it's crazy.
Mediums maybe. Yeah, but I think this is a perfect opportunity to try a set of super softs because there's 12 laps, in fact 11 laps to the end of the race. A set of super softs could make that.
Yeah,
barely, but they could make it. And I think that's exactly what Crazy is thinking. He's going to go on to a set of super softs.
Yeah, they're both going supers. They are literally going to go for the charge.
Absolutely, but the thing about super soft tyres in a 50% race is they have
just
great
going
pace.
to it. Humbug and Alan Kay, round 2 of the duel. Going through Maggots and Beckett, going to Chapel. Humbug's getting a good line and a good exit out there as well. Coming down a hanger straight. DRS active. Going down on the left side of Allen. And he's going to get the move completely done by Stowe. Yes, he does. P14 there for Humbug.
So, I was saying before we were interrupted by a battle there, Steph, that these super soft tyres, if we've learned anything in these 50% races, it's that they give really good pace for the first 3 or 4 laps, and after that, they just start to drop away.
Yeah, you get like amazing time and grip for the first 2 to 3 laps. Afterwards, it just like the best of that peak performance goes, and it just quickly falls away very, very quickly. And plus, going around corners like around here at Silverstone, it do heat up quite a lot and just burns the tyres out quick.
So, if you are wondering, it is SFR leading the way with Marquezes. It's TUF in second right now with Lean Dirt. TTL in third with Blizzard. Radfo Racing 4. TUF in fourth. So, Pubstar Andy as well for TUF. TUF having a good race so far as Maze comes into the pits.
Yeah, well, obviously, May's done well doing like 17 laps on softs. He's going to probably more likely go for supers.
I think you're right.
No, he's not. Is he? Oh, yes, he is. Sorry, the game's just glitching mine because it looked like he was going on mediums, but it's gone on supers.
Yeah, that appeared on my screen like that as well, so don't worry too much, Steph. But there we go. Field is a little bit spread out now, but I'll tell you what, Siege is closing in on Honey Badger and closing in fast.
Super softs against mediums. Obviously, Honey Badger had those mediums on since lap 1, or at the end of lap 1, lap 2. So, fresh set of super softs, high advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you can see Honey Badger there not getting the exit he needs out of left field here as we head towards Cops. And you'll be able to see here how much grip. Yeah, you can see Honey Badger run wide there as Siege pulls himself in ever so slowly as Lambo picks himself up a 3-second time penalty.
Penalties galore today. Keep it on the track, guys.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we go.
Honey Badger loses the back end. Here they come down the hanger straight. Siege is side by side now as Blizzard now comes into the pits again. I think this is to serve his 5-second stop go. But Siege makes that move then and moves up into P7. Meanwhile then Blizzard in the pits. Now, I'm not sure what this is. This might be to serve his 5-second stop go. And it is, so the crew has to wait.
He's going to go for a set of supers. Keep an eye on him, Kieran. Yeah. Keep an eye on him. Siege done the 129.6 on the super soft tyres.
Yes, but I wonder how long those tyres are going to put in the performance like that.
Well, pushing it around like that, you will lose those performance very quickly.
Absolutely. Well, Lambo then takes over P5 as he is 6.7 behind Pubstar Randy. I've got to say, Pubstar Randy is doing a superb job on those medium tyres right now. He's got fantastic pace on those tyres.
Keeping it going, keeping it constant. That's what you need in an interleague race. Just literally be constant, hit your laps like qualifying, just completely pace.
Absolutely, very consistent out there. So, like I said before, field is pretty much spread out. So let's have a look at the standings. We've got Marquezes still leading the way. Linda is in second, Rafo in third, Popstar Andy fourth, Lambo fifth, Siege in sixth, Gracie Leg seventh, Dan Morris eighth, Blizzard in ninth, Chopper 10th, Maze 11th, Honey Badger 12th, Poe in 13th, Humbug 14th, Alan Kay in the pits in 15th, Darren Sinclair 16th, and 4 retirements in Noack, Miracles, Fletch Boy, and Troll.
So far, it's been pretty good racing here for everybody. Everyone's doing well. Alan Case just coming out the pits with a set of super softs.
Yep, he must obviously be going for a Fernando Alonso. I don't think there's any extra points for fastest lap. I think someone needs to tell Alan that.
He does what he normally does. If I had a bad race and fall that back, just literally just go for fastest lap. It's recognition.
Oh, I don't know if you saw that. Blizzard ran stupendously wide there, coming through that fast right-hander. But yeah, using all the track limits and more, I think, there.
Track's over here, Blizzard, not over there.
Yeah, he's track extending all the way to Hungary, but you know. Anyway, he is catching Dan Morris here for P8, and these, like you said, these super soft tyres are going to be quick, but I'm just wondering how long they're going to last.
Depends on the pace. Now he's going to chuck it down the inside of Dan Morris. Nope, you're just literally going to hang back.
Yeah, he hangs back this time. Well, we know from experience, Steph, sometimes Blizzard lacks that patience you need from a driver to just overtake through the field, and well, he's got that patience right now, but I wonder how long that's going to last.
The longer he stays up behind Dan Morris, he'll get very frustrated. Oh, he's going to go for it. Nope, diving left and right.
Weaving left and right, yeah. He's trying to fill that Ferrari mirror with some Pink Panther there. And as you can see, he's trying to take a wider line to try and get a better exit onto the hanger straight.
He's going to have him down here. He's going to down the inside.
In the slipstream that may or may not be there, Dan Morris tries to go defensive, takes the inside line, and he's going to try and force to go around the outside. There's a little bit of contact. Between the two, and again with the contact. These two are not giving each other any slack out there. They are still side by side as we head through the final few corners. Dan Morris trying to take his line through the final few corners. Blizzard is not having any of it. But look at this now. Dan Morris trying to go defensive into turn 1. That's not always the best line to take because it leaves you vulnerable for turn 2. And then coming into turn 3, but Dan Morris takes the inside line into turn 3. And now coming through to turn 4. Blizzard dives it down the inside. Again, trying to switch back as we head through turn 5 now and on to the Wellington Straight. They're still side by side. Blizzard will have
Amazing
DRS.
driving here, guys. Amazing driving for them too.
Absolutely, as we head towards turn 6 now. Blizzard's still trying to go down the inside. And look at that, Dan Morris is just about holding it in. As,
on a set of mediums, remember.
Absolutely, Blizzard now trying
Contact,
to go up the
contact,
inside.
there is damage. There is
damage, but to who?
I think it's Blizzard. Front left, I think. But it wasn't
Could well be. You see there, yeah, there's definitely some front aero down on Blizzard there. Dan Morris defending hard. And Blizzard may have lost a bit of aero there. And you're right, Steph, that is that left-hand side. He's lost a bit of end plate there.
That will hurt him through that Beckett's Chapel in very fast corners.
Absolutely, but he's not giving up. Took the words right out of my mouth. Here we go. Is he going to try around the inside? Dan Morris goes round the outside. That leaves him vulnerable now as we head towards this tight left-hander once again.
Oh, Blizzard's going for it. Oh, very close to your front ring there. Very close losing it.
Absolutely. Through the last corner now, and Blizzard has spent another lap behind Dan Morris, and he will not like that one bit.
No. Blizzard's one of those guys who just like gets behind his opponent, tries to get through quickly. If you hold him up, it shows his patient side. But
yeah, and this is the side we might be seeing very soon.
But Blizzard will think of other ideas of where to overtake. Just got to literally just bide his time, look for his weakness and go for it.
Absolutely. Right here, Siege is closing in on Lambo. Meanwhile, there's a great battle developing for P10 here. Chopper is getting caught by Maze, and Maze is getting caught by Honey Badger. That could be a battle 10th place. Let's hope it materialises.
Panning on it now. Honey Badger right on the back heel of Maze. Obviously, about bearing in mind the Blizzard and Dan Morris battle as well. So many ones to keep an eye on for.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm having a look at Honey Badger here.
Yeah,
who's right on the back of
no!
He's on the back end, he's gone! He's out!
Oh, unlucky. Unfortunate. Just dropped it. Coming out cops.
And there was no recovering that. As soon as he lost it, he was gone. So Honey Badger becomes our 5th retirement of the day with only 5 laps to go. That must be the most infuriating thing of all.
Just going back now to the Blizzard Dan Morris. These two are still battling out for it.
Absolutely, you got a man on medium tyres. You've also got another one on super softs, but with front wing damage. And this is turning out to be the leveler that this battle needed. As Blizzard picks himself another time penalty, which is going to harm him.
He's going for it. No, and it's contact.
No, he's made contact.
Oh, there you go, spin.
Dear.
No, guys, no. It was a do or dare move, and that was the one that backfired a lot.
I think that was came over the team radio, all or nothing Blizzard, but he literally took it into his own hands there. And that's the impatient side we see from Blizzard when he gets stuck in traffic.
I wonder if he got any more wing damage from that as well.
Yeah, left-hand side looks completely gone now.
We've got
I think he's going to be caught.
We've got 2 battles developing. We've got a battle for P5 between Lambo and Siege, and you also got a battle for Chopper and Maze.
Yes, and I tell you what, will Chopper be able to reel in Blizzard? Because Blizzard with that front wing damage is now heading through the part where you need aero the most.
Yes.
And, well, Chopper here is actually reeling Blizzard in. Blizzard here. Yeah, he could be in a world of trouble here, Blizzard. I don't think he's going to pit in with 4 laps to go. I doubt it. So he's going to try and stick it out for P9. But obviously, with those time penalties that he actually has, plus the contact he's made, I'm not sure he's holding on to P9 for much longer.
No, it'll be... He's just trying to save more time, not going into the pits. Okay, you'll lose about, 30 seconds in the pit lane, plus an extra 5-6 seconds on top with the front wing change. So you should have keep track position, but at the expense of poor handling.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, Siege is still trying to put in on Lambo, but this is where we could see the tyres, as Lambo picks himself up a time penalty, this is where we could see that sort of lifespan of those tyres come into play, because they look like they're getting worn down now. Chopper picks himself up a time penalty, but he's fighting Blizzard, who has many, so That might not be too bad at the end, but Mays will be sniffing around. He might have smelled blood there. He won't know that Chopper has a 3-second time penalty, but Siege here is now right on the back of Lambo. Trying to switch through two battles.
There we go. I'm doing the same.
Well, Chopper here is looking at Blizzard. Licking his lips.
Mays is right behind. Mays is right behind Chopper as well.
I'll tell you what, Chopper will have DRS, and where will he go? Where will Blizzard defend? Blizzard defends the inside line, and will Chopper try and go around the outside? He does, he'll try it, but he's compromised his line there, and Mays behind couldn't take advantage, he was too far back.
He's still got a bit more advantage, still a couple more laps to go yet. CG on Lambo going down into Brooklands, into the left fields.
Well, Lambo's runs slightly wide, and that could be beneficial for Siege as we head out of Luffield, as we head towards Cops once again, and again Siege is right behind Lambo. He just cannot find a way past right now.
Switching Chopper going on Blizzard, heading down into Brooklands around the outside, which comes the inside for Luffield. Blizzard just hangs on at the moment. So Chopper taking a compromise line.
Up. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it looked like there that Blizzard did all he could to bring his elbows out heading into that series of corners. But yeah, you can see how much downforce he doesn't have anymore, Blizzard.
No.
Compounded with the tyre wear he's got. Sooner or later, Chopper's. This is going to be easy, Chopper.
Easy then.
Line.
It's going.
We head through the right-hander. No, he backs out of it, hoping Blizzard will fall for the cutback. It almost did. Now trying to go around the outside once again.
Which comes the inside if he holds it.
Few corners. And Blizzard once again just slams the door shut.
Brilliant. Fair play to Blizzard, like carrying on a wounded car and still go strong. And still, surprisingly, still keeping pace.
Well, for now, he has dropped 5.5 back behind Dan Morris now. The car he was battling, but sort of 2 laps ago. So, as we are on the penultimate lap of this race, which is soon going to be the final lap of this race, Marquez crosses the line to start the final lap of this interleague battle. Behind him is Linda. Radfo is in 3rd. Upstar Andy is in 4th place. Lambo 5th. Siege in 6th. Gracie in 7th. Dan Morris 8th. Blizzard 9th. Chopper 10th. Maze 11th. Poe 12th. Humbug 13th. Alan K 14th. Darren Sinclair 15th. And I'll tell you what, Steph, it's been a great race so far.
Oh, it's been a brilliant race. Oh no, and Chopper's just got ring damage from hitting the back of Blizzard in Cops. He was trying to go down the inside and Blizzard fended him off, and Chopper's paid the price with the ring damage on the front left. Now this might
I think I know what you're going to say. This could become a scrap rather than a battle. And this is all opening up for Maze here.
Yes.
He could try and take 2 positions on the final lap. We'll have to wait and see, though, because we've got Marquez flying through Cops now. That's how far in the lead he is.
Oh, Blizzard and Chopper, they're gone wide on the exit stay. It's bruising Maze.
And Chopper goes into the back of Blizzard once again, loses another chunk of front wing. They're heading on to the final lap. This could be do or die for all 3 of them right now.
Indeed, it's going to be very close. They're just literally on board now
Chopper
with the race leader.
very wide. Maze puts it wide, and here is Marquez. So the driver who's going to win this is, like, it's going to be Marquez from SFR, and this is going to do wonders for their standing in this interleague race. It's VSR Marquez who wins here in Silverstone.
What to do?
Linda is going to come across the line, but he's in for a second there. No, he'll finish in 2nd place. Rayfo there is in 3rd place at the moment, and he's going to come across the line to finish in 3rd place here. Popstar Randy is going to come home in 4th. He's had fantastic pace on those medium tyres and a well-deserved 4th place for Popstar Randy.
Yeah,
Lambo crosses the line in 5th, but Siege jumps him on penalties. Racy Legs flying around the final corner now. He's going to cross the line in 7th. Dan Morris is hopefully going to cross the line in 8th place. But here comes Mays, trying to go around the outside of Blizzard. Can he make this move stick? No, he can't. Chopper here has made contact with Poe, and again, they're both around, are they? No, they've just about kept it. Chopper gets away with it there. Blizzard is going to hold on for 9th here, but those penalties are going to come back to bite him. Chopper and Poe still going side by side around the final few corners. Chopper just about holds on here, and Poe's still trying to find a way past, but no, Poe will jump him on penalties. But I'm wondering about that battle. I think Poe and Chopper there got a little bit at each other in that, I'm not for sure. But we're just waiting for driver now, Humbug, who crosses the line to finish in P13. But Marquezes wins today, and maybe we'll be able to work out who wins the Interleague Challenge.
Wow, what an interesting race. What an interesting race. All actions in galore. And it's just what
you're absolutely right. Well, SFR will have great pride in knowing that they got 2 of their drivers onto the podium. So they'll be very, very happy with that. Is that right? Did I get that right? I probably didn't.
Yeah.
It's been such a crazy race. I think you can forgive me for that one.
I can forgive you for that one. It's been an absolute amazing race all around. And fair play to the guys out there for giving up their time to take part.
Absolutely. So Marquezes takes the win here. It is Linda in 2nd, Rayfo 3rd, Pubstar Andy 4th, Siege in 5th, Lambo 6th, Crazy in 7th, Dan Morris 8th, Mays in 9th, Blizzard drops to 10th, Poe in 11th, Chopper 12th, Humbug 13th, Alan K 14th, Darren Sinclair 15th was the last of the finishers. And again, we have to say, all the DNFs will not add up to the points at the end of this race. Well, Steph, whilst we let the stewards boil over what happened and also work out the points, we should hopefully know sooner or later on Twitter who won, because we've got to go through all the stewards regulations and whatever.
Yes.
Any instance that have to be sent in. So what you saw there was the unofficial results, is what I like to call them.
Results pending stewards' decisions.
Absolutely. But I tell you what, Steph, what a race we've had today.
Oh, absolutely brilliant race. What way to do it on home soil.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, fair play to all the drivers here. Like you said, for taking the time out. And like you said, we had some great battling, controversial moments that might be looked back on, for sure. But on the whole, Steph, some great racing out there.
Yeah, everyone's done really well out there. All literally go hell for leather, elbows out, knowing that they're doing it for the league and also for their own pride and also being their rivals as well. So
absolutely. So hopefully you'll be able to see on our TTL page. I'm guessing all 4 will eventually have the results on their Twitter page. So all you need to do is go to your respective ones, and eventually you will see who won the day. I'll tell you what though, let's have a driver vote for driver of the day. Sorry, a viewer vote for driver of the day. Leave it in the comments. Who was your driver of the day? And also, what was your moment of the race? I'll tell you what, Steph, we could be talking about this race for ages.
Oh, we could be here for hours, days, nights, you name it, talking about this. Literally, non-stop battle breath.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's have a look at some of the comments that I didn't get to see because, you know, internet.
I'm just literally looking through that for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, Sao Paulo's there saying mistakes rather than incidents, which is nice to see. Yeah, it's encouraging. Some of the top guys can still make mistakes.
Literally, these type of battles, especially in league, interleague battles, pressure gets to everybody, and it's everyone for themselves. And pressure can hit to the best drivers as well as the not so good, decent drivers. But everyone here has all been brilliant, good driving, so respect all round.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to turn off airplane mode on my phone because, you know, every single bandwidth matters. And I'm gonna have a look and see if there's any incidents so far.
You're being nosy, are we?
I think I'm allowed to be. Let's see. No, I'm still not getting Wi-Fi, so this is great. I love it.
Like I said, mate, Just get next to us internet, you'll be fine.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'll get my name to it right there. We should be fine. Well, I have to say, I have no idea who's won this.
No, it's been very close at the front with the drivers. I think it might be the case of SFR and TUF, literally between them two, I think. But we'll see what happens along with the stewards' decisions and everything like that, because that can have a factor in it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Blizzard is the only one who wants to interview, to be honest with you. But yeah, they're not happening tonight, guys.
Oh.
It would involve me having. I know, but it would involve me having to search names, and it would just be.
Be here all night. It'll be here all night.
Exactly. But yes, thank you everybody for tuning in. You've been absolutely awesome. Thank you for all the compliments. It means a lot to us all. Yeah, who wants to host it next? I see TUF want to host it next, that's for sure. They'll be putting us all out of a job.
Oh no. What I'd say is also, well, thank you for everyone who's watching this stream, putting up with me and Kieran on the comms, keeping you guys entertained, and I hope you enjoyed it.
And if you'll excuse me, Steph, I'm going to go back into hibernation for the rest of the month.
Oh really? Okay. So I'll wake you up in winter then.
Wake me up when August comes and I'll be back.
How about I'll just wake you up when it's all over?
Wake me up when it's come home.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know Wednesday.
Yeah, please do. I'll never wake up otherwise.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Especially all the new guys who've been watching. You've been amazing. Until next time, Seth. It's been great having you in the com box always, but we have to wrap up the stream.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you very much everyone for joining. Hopefully, fingers crossed, get all the results for the league. From myself and Kieran, see you soon. Take care.
Take care, guys.